it's not. It turns out it's not proved that difficult for a bunch of semi-organized criminals to take out an iconic UK brand. Now we can, joking aside, we can live without M&S for a few weeks, or at least partial functioning. You know, other alternatives are available. But this is a playbook not just for cyber criminals. It's a playbook for anybody who would want to harm the UK. Sometimes, and I hate the way this sort of sounds, but because it sounds so amoral, but sometimes sort of the big nation states suffer from the same sort of obsession with the spectacular that global terrorists have done in the past. You know, they're always obsessed with sort of trying to do something really difficult, like take out aircraft, whereas they could cause mayhem and sometimes did by simpler, but less, if you like, from their twisted point of view, you know, glamorous attacks. Sometimes big nation states, cyber criminals have fixated on really difficult things like power grids and TV stations, which are really hard to do.
Yes.
You can do a lot of damage to the UK just by messing up loads of organizations at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, the whole point, and I'm sure M&S will be doing lots of learning from this, and so should other organizations, the whole point about how you recover and how you limit the damage in the first place and then recover is absolutely crucial. And I do think as a country, we should be much more worried about that than pointless panics about personal data.
Yeah,
just
Kieran,
point to,
I wanted to pick up the parallels, you know, what's woven through your remarks is parallels with national security threats like terrorism and so on. I want to pick up on that. And I also want to pick up on the kind of the recovery and protection bit, the sort of the forward-looking bit. But first, I think we need to hear about your guilty pleasure online.
Kieran Martin, what is your guilty pleasure online?
As someone with a portfolio life, I end up having loads of different online identities. And one of my pet hates is people's attempts to pretend they're measuring public opinion with online surveys. So very often, I just log in all the time with all these different accounts, particularly in low turnout surveys, and vote repeatedly for the option that the organizer clearly doesn't want.
That's really naughty. That is really
admission.
bad.
That is fantastic, but I love it.
I love it.
Yes. That's going to go on our Christmas
give you some
special.
Sort of twisted satisfaction? Yes.
I wanted to go on to talk about Uber in Oxford because it's a little passion topic of mine.